Hi, I'm Matt from Polypro Gamers Retro Division. Right now, I am playing one of my favorite retro games, Pokemon Red. This is one of my favorite retro games because I grew up with Pokemon as a kid, and also too that the 20th anniversary of Pokemon is coming up in only a couple more months. So, in celebration of Pokemon Moon and Sun, I thought I would show you guys some gameplay of me playing Pokemon Red and explain why I love retro games. So one of the reasons why I love retro games is because, unlike games today, retro games try to be more unique and to be different from everyone else. Unlike games today that would usually try to copy each other and be better than the other. I enjoy retro games a lot too because since most gamers today are usually between 15, 20, maybe even 25. They grew up with these kind of games. But modern day games today, like Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Fallout 4, or I don't know, maybe Uncharted, things like that, would be more, even though people our age play those games, but I know mostly younger people will be more better with those games than us. To me, if you're a gamer, a true gamer that like along with playing new games that you would also play old retro games like Pokemon Red, or even if you're a Call of Duty fan, like the first COD, or things like that. So if you're a true gamer, then you should be playing these old games. Well, that's my take on why I love retro games and why I'm playing Pokemon Red. I hope you enjoyed my opinion of retro games and my gameplay of Pokemon Red. Goodbye.
Hey, I'm Josh from the Polypro Gamers FPS division, and as I just said, my favorite game of choice has to be first-person shooters. 1 second. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, that's just a mess. Sheesh. Alright, so I've always liked FPSs. I started playing them in 2006, so that gives me about 8 years of experience of playing all different FPSs between Halo, Call of Duty, Gears of War, CSGO, you name it. It pretty much hooked me. 6-1, not that bad. It pretty much hooked me since the first game I started playing, which was Halo in 2006. Just the competitiveness being able to play with other people online across the world and just show them how much better I could be than them. I'm hooked. That's it. You got me sold. So ever since I got my first 360, I've been playing this, and that's pretty much the only game I play now. I don't play adventure games. I don't play story mode. I don't play these games for story mode at all. I literally only play this game for the multiplayer and be able to play face other people. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Huh?
You can run, but you
Peekaboo.
can't hide.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. I think my favorite part about playing FPS is that the more you play it, the better you're gonna get. It's not like in story mode, once you beat it, you're done, or I'll go back to play story mode. It's always different in how I play, how I'll do, who I'm versing against. Oh boy. That's what I'm talking about. It keeps me on my feet, and again, everything just goes back to the competitiveness of it all. In more recent years, Call of Duty and other FPS games have been more considered sports, esports specifically, and the next games. And a lot of people are getting a lot of money trying to have a living playing this professionally. I think that's really cool. I mean, you'd have to get like 50 kills in like 3 minutes or something like that. I don't know.
That's a kill.
Either way, FPS is definitely my favorite game of choice. I highly recommend it to anyone. And even if you're not into the whole competitive scene, it's still fun just to play with your friends. It's like a 6-on-6 usually for whatever game type you have. And I mean, I've had blasts just hanging out with all my friends. And I think that is it. And I ended it on a death. God. Alright. Hope you guys like this. I didn't do too bad. 58-4.
Ain't no place
Hopefully I'll do better next time. And I'm sure I'll be able to bring you more videos because, well, that's the plan. I'll see you guys on Twitch. See ya. Have a nice day.
Hi guys, Polyprogamer Mew here from the Puzzle Division, and we're going to be playing Color Assembler today. Color Assembler is really interesting in that it uses principles from both math and actual color to prompt you through the puzzles, and it gives you a variety of choices, and you have to use the tools that they give you to figure out the end game, which is this. Now, this is only the demo to Color Assembler. You can purchase the full game on Steam.
Hello, my name is Craig with Polypro Gamers. My specialty is the horror genre, more aptly called survival horror. I bet well that everybody watching has their own impressions on what that entails. The formula is the same. You picture something akin to a quest through a forest while being chased by a lanky figure. It might sound a bit familiar. Maybe instead of a forest, it's a mansion, a base, or even a ship. The pursuer could be anything. A mannequin, a zombie, an alien, an experiment. Something entirely unknown, usually a play on your fears. The environment is grainy and enveloped in shadow. The monster or monsters are unstoppable and unyielding. The chase, unending, unforgiving. There's something you must do which will force you to periodically stop. A puzzle to solve, items to collect, stamina to restore, or something similar to your health. Anything in the truth of that little lead you have on your predator. You're isolated. No one to help or rely on. That is, no one you can trust. Something's going on and you've been left unaware. Death is around every corner, as is the path to safety. You must survive, you must endure, and there's always that nagging mystery you can't help but want to solve. These things all come together in a beautiful merging of thrill, suspense, and fear, a harmony I can never get enough of. This formula is modeled after Lovecraftian horror, a subgenre focused on the fear of facing the unknown and unbeatable, of isolation and of mystery, hopelessness and loss. After finding a foothold in media, this classification was responsible for evolving both mainstream horror into what it is today, as well as making survival horror a key foothold in the video game market. This is my specialty.
Hi, I'm Nancy, and I enjoy playing interactive stories. It's one of my favorite genres of games. Telltale's The Walking Dead series is the first interactive story I've played and got me into the genre. The initial appeal to the game was the concept of zombie apocalypse, an already popular genre to begin with. However, Telltale plays the whole apocalypse thing in an entirely different method. By giving you options to select from, the player is able to truly step into the protag's shoes and unravel their own story. In the game, you are able to form bonds with other characters, allowing you to respond in a fashion of however you want. Whether these bonds are of amity or hostility is up to you. Interactive stories gives you this certain type of freedom, granting you the ability to choose your friends and your foes. This is a crucial decision in a survival-esque game like The Walking Dead. You are constantly reminded that your actions do still have consequences. In fact, Telltale does not hesitate to kill off characters. The beauty in interactive stories is that you get to decide what occurs.